Hi guys, welcome to another day of growth with Auxano. My name is Chisom and I am your growth guide here. This is 6:30 on a Sunday morning. So if you're on your way to church, please hurry to church. If you're watching this after service, welcome. How was church? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, today I'm going to be talking about struggles I've had for the past 4 weeks. This is day 28, so we've been having Auxano for 4 weeks. And bear in mind, we've had Auxano 1.0. Auxano 1.0 lasted for 28 days. Now we are 28 days into Auxano 2.0, so we've had 56 days of Auxano altogether. It's been a journey, writing every day, releasing a devotional every day. I mean, when the Lord told me to start Auxano, in my head, I'm like, It was all these kind of instructions where you're on your own. You're actually on your own. You're not saying, God, use me, oh, God, use me. Oh. You're just on your own. And then the Lord tells you, do this. I mean, the disposition of my heart is always, Lord, when you need someone for the work, I'm available. Use me. And these are prayers I've been praying for the most part of my life. But the answer to that prayer came knocking in a time I did not expect. So when the Lord told me about Auxano, I wasn't feeling well, like physically. And I was concerned about how it would look like. How would I write mails every day? It's not like I have a backlog. I actually wrote the mails every day. So if a mail is going out tomorrow, I'm writing it the night before or the day before. So I wrote every single day. And each time I wrote a mail with tasks or I release a devotional like this, I go back and I re-listen. I do the tasks with you. So I was growing at the same time. And it's just been a journey of consistency for me. Now more than any other part of my life or point in my life, I've learned to lean on God's strength. There are so many days when I'm supposed to record and I'm just like, Lord, you're the strength of my life because I'm actually tired. What I want to do is just lie down, watch Korean movies, binge watch, like just not do anything too tasking because I've already had a long day rather. I work a 9 to 5. I pastor at a verified church. Like there are just so many moving parts of my life, and this is one more thing. But I have learned in this period to trust the Lord with my life, to trust the Lord with my time, to trust the Lord with my yes. I did not know how many people would sign up for Auxano. I did not know whether it would be one person or 100 people. But what I knew was that God wanted me to do this. And if it was for one person, I would do it like I'm doing for 1,000. If it's for 10 people, I would serve like I'm serving for 10 million people. Because the Lord values you, right? So I would place the same value God will place on your life. I will not look down on the 20 people that are a part of Auxano or the 50 people that are part of Auxano. You are the people that the Lord has asked me to reach. And I mean, our next cohort may reach way more people, and that's the prayer. But each one of you matter to God. You're special to the Lord. And I thank God for teaching me that as well. So some of the struggles I've already mentioned some of them. But particularly this past week, tested the fruits of spirits in my life because it was a lot. It was a lot. I remember on Thursday, I was going to church for midweek service and the day was already hectic. Like so many things were happening. The transformer issue, I just said to you guys about the transformer issue in my area, like some videos back. We've not had lights for over a month. So it's been a lot, burning fuel, no lights. It's just it's somehow, all right? So it was already a hectic day. Work had been hectic. Everywhere was just one kind. So I was rushing to church and not rushing, but I was trying to get to church on time. Okay, so you don't think I was driving recklessly. I was not. And then I'm on my lane. This keke guy comes from the other side of the road. I don't know, like he was not on the right lane. He came from the other side of the road behind me and was trying to cut in front of me. And where I was, there was a big pothole. I like to call those potholes craters because they are not potholes. Like it was really large. Like if your tires should enter, you'll feel it. So I was trying to like stay careful, and the guy just cut me off when I was trying to move. So the Isha collided. So the annoying thing was he was wrong. He was clearly wrong. And he was still shouting. He was an elderly man. So I was trying to just hold myself and not respond to him the way it was in my mind. Because I'm like, yeah, an elderly man, you're supposed to know better. I mean, there was a guy outside the car that was trying to explain, like trying to just make peace with the whole situation and trying to just avoid more trouble. The car behind me got involved, like was hit. It was just dramatic. And I left there, my hands were shaking, my voice was shaking. It was just a lot. And in my head, I'm like, can this day get any worse? Then when I was in church, thankfully I was able to concentrate through the service. It was an amazing service. But then later that day I was praying, and then I just remembered, I just thought about everything that happened, and I realized it could have been worse. Like I could have been in a worse accident, right? It could have been way worse. Nobody was hurt, everybody was fine. The damage on the car was very minimal. It was a scratch, but it was very annoying. But I'm just thankful that I was fine. And then there was something the Lord told me that night. I was like washing plates and just talking to the Lord about my day. I was like, Lord, today was so stressful. Today was so stressful. I mean, I'm so tired. And I was just telling the Lord about everything that happened. And then he told me that moments like this give you an avenue to walk in the spirits. And I'm like, And I just looked back on my day and realized places where I could have possibly been more patient. I think I tried my best to be patient. But in hindsight, I could have been, calmer in situations, like take a deep breath and just relax, not let people's actions affect me as deeply. And it makes more sense on paper, it's harder to do in real life, but I have the Holy Ghost. And that was a learning curve for me. So I ended that rant to the Lord, asking the Lord to just help me to solidify the fruits of the Spirit even more in my life, because there are some things that I will more readily let go that I was finding very hard to let go that particular day because I was so upset. Like so many things were upsetting me. And I know that an indicator of growth, this is a hack for you. An indicator of growth is how willing you are to choose what the Spirit wants you to do in any situation. So in the keke scenario, for instance, growth looks like being more ready to choose to move on in peace than to reply the old man. I did not reply the old man, but it was at the tip of my tongue, right? And growing in the Spirit means in more situations that come, it gets easier and easier for me to respond how the Spirit wants me to respond. And that's only possible by prayer. That's only possible by meditating on the Word. So I have shared these struggles, these experiences with you. There are some I've not even talked about. But I've shared it with you to let you know that your pastors, your spiritual leaders, people that you see online that are consistent, they are not left out of the struggles we experience every day. Okay, so I want you to choose to show up. I hope and I genuinely pray that my consistency here inspires you to show up more in your own life. That's my prayer. So we have 3 days left for Auxano this week, and we're going to be fasting. We did the last Auxano, but we did it for like the week. But this next 3 days, we're going to be fasting. And don't worry, it's going to be the easiest fast you've ever embarked on, because I'll be here with you, showing you what to do, holding your hands when you are tired, like metaphorically, but yeah, figuratively. But I'll be with you, but I want you to give me your yes, that you will just follow through. And your first task for today into this new week is I want you to choose something that you will not do for the remaining 3 days of Auxano. So it could be the first thing that came to your mind as I said this. It could be that game you love playing. It could be that series you started binging. It could be social media. It could be anything, right? So I want you to choose one thing you will let go of just to honor the Lord, just to show the Lord that you love Him more than you love this thing. So choose it, write it down, let me know. So you can DM me, you can reply here in the comments, you can reply on the accountability group, but by all means, reply. Your second task today is to pray. Pray. We don't stop praying even on Sundays. So please pray today for at least 30 minutes. If you're struggling to do so, scream for help on the accountability group and somebody would help you. The link to join is in the description box. It's been a beautiful journey. I thank God for strength. I thank God for you. And I'm going to see you tomorrow by the grace of God for another beautiful day of growth with Auxano. Bye.